Hi, I'm John Sullivan with 401k Specialist. I'm here on the floor of the GRP Advisor Alliance Conference in San Diego, and I'm joined by the one and only Pete Swisher from Pentegra. And Pete, I'm going to ask you pretty much the most loaded question of the conference. What's going on with MEPS?
There's a lot of movement. So, there was a presidential executive order a few weeks ago that has directed the Department of Labor and the Treasury to look at some possible rules. There's every indication that those rules are going to come quickly. We have a pretty good idea what they're going to look like. There will be association retirement plans that are similar to association health plans, and I think it's going to expand interest and formation of new multiple employer plans.
That's fantastic. Now, I want to be very careful about how I say this, but MEPs are not necessarily going to do what a lot of people think they're going to do. Can you just explain that a little bit, especially when it comes to cost?
So I think there's a hope in Washington that because a qualified plan is a $6,000 thing, that the MEP will turn it into a $500 thing.
Right.
Or that an employer could just join a plan and the participants will pay $50. And the problem with that is that every employer still has a payroll contact and they still have to process payroll.
Sure.
They still have to send in contributions. They still have to answer questions. They have to do their own testing. The law requires separate testing. So there's a base cost of running a retirement plan that's not going to go away. And so the reality is you can get an outsourced, well-run, correctly run solution that, because it's aggregated, is available at a discount. But that doesn't mean it will solve the coverage gap.
Okay. So in the immediate future, what do you see for MEPs at this point? What's next now?
So there are a couple different levels. So I think we have structures that are available today, and there's a growing use of those structures. And by that I mean a variety of pooled employer arrangements of one kind or another that people are actively using.
Are we talking about simples, or what are we talking about?
No, we're talking about true multiple employer plans that are what's available today. We're talking about open multiple employer arrangements that are not quite the same thing as what we might call a closed multiple employer plan.
Sure.
Tomorrow, so that's today, a growing use of those programs. Tomorrow, association retirement plans, and by tomorrow I mean the proposed regulations of some sort are already at the OMB, Office of Management and Budget, for review. We'll probably see something no more than another month and a half. Then there's always RISA still out there that everybody keeps wondering if it'll pass.
A lot of moving parts here. Well, we're going to keep in touch with you to kind of break it all down for us. So Pete, thanks so much for joining us. That's
Thanks,
exactly
John.
what we needed.
Appreciate it.
Once again, I'm John Sullivan with 401k Specialist.